The Energy Department is tempering concerns over power supply this summer, saying that the country has enough for the whole year. Authorities are considering to turn some Tau Gamma Phi fraternity members as state witnesses. The National Bureau of Investigation said at least 3 suspects in the hazing death of Adamson University student John Matthew Salilig helped pinpoint the others involved. And in world news, the International Criminal Court has issued an arrest warrant against Russian President Vladimir Putin over alleged war crimes in Ukraine. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. The Energy Department says the country has enough power supply despite the expected rise in demand in the coming summer season. Speaking with the Chief's Energy Undersecretary Wimpy Fontabella said that the agency is concerned over ensuring sufficient power reserves. The DOE is expecting around 14 yellow alerts this year, but they are hoping to do something about this. A yellow alert refers to instances when there is not enough power reserves to meet demand.
So, pag tumakbo yung Ilihan Power Plant, na on time pumasok yung liquefied natural gas, yung fuel niya na gagamitin, automatically burado lahat ng yellow alerts. Tapos pag in-input pa natin yung ini-import ng Luzon from the Visayas, nagkakaroon din ng mas magandang response yung reserves natin.
Residents from Calapan City Oriental, Mindoro are now trying to find ways to contain the oil spill from the sunken empty Princess Empress after it reached the province. Mon Gualvez has the report.
These small specks of oil dotted the sands along the shores of Barangay Navotas in Calapan City Oriental, Mindoro. This happened more than 2 weeks after empty Princess Empress sank, causing an oil spill in the ocean off the town of Nauhan. Calapan City, Oriental Mindoro's capital, is 24 kilometers away from Nauhan and is located near the famed tourist destination Puerto Galera. It is also home to the island's largest and busiest port. To contain the spill, residents have resorted to spill booms that they've improvised. They're also gearing up to conduct strict monitoring as strong wind and waves could cause the oil to spill past the boom and be swept towards thousands of mangrove trees. If that happens, the oil spill would also affect the rivers of Nag-Iba 1 and 2, something residents pray would not happen. Even before the oil spill reached the area, fishing, eating seafood fish from the sea, swimming, and consuming water from the sea have already been prohibited.
Meron namang other alternative. May tilapia, may bangus, yung mga fresh water, no? So, pwedeng yun muna ang kanilang bilhin.
Because of the LGU's order, around 4,000 fishermen have been prohibited to set sail.
Bahala na po si Lord kung anong mangyayari sa amin. Huwag naman sana pong lumala ang oil spill din sa amin. Sana po ay mga ikaw para kami ay makapaghanap buhay din.
The government has already pledged food packs for affected residents.
Crisis na kami, wala na mahuli. Sapat ko sa amin kakainin. Sa alimbawa, 3 taon, 2 taon, yung sapat nun sir ibibigay sa amin.
The sitio proper of Barangay Navotas also depend on wells and poso or water pumps for their potable water. But the LGU has already prohibited their use as the water could be contaminated by oil.
Paano naman po kami? Wala po kami talaga pong pagkukunan. Para po kaming nalumpo sa sitwasyon.
Community leaders believe the government should already directly transfer cash to residents who will lose their livelihoods due to the oil spill. Congress is also set to push for the tanker's owner to pay affected residents for damages. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, We Are One News.
3 Tau Gamma Phi fraternity members could become star witnesses in the hazing and death of Adamson University student John Matthew Salilig in February. In its recommendation, the NBI noted that the 3 helped with the investigation by identifying other persons of interest. The NBI is recommending to file charges against 20 more Tau Gamma officers and members, in addition to the 7 fratmen who were earlier indicted for violating the anti-hazing law. For now, the 3 potential state witnesses will remain under the protective custody of the NBI. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. Diaz. The International Criminal Court, or ICC, has issued an arrest warrant against Russian President Vladimir Putin, accusing him of being responsible for war crimes committed in Ukraine. The ICC cited cases of alleged unlawful deportation of children and the unlawful transfer of people from Ukraine to Russia. The court was expected to issue warrants earlier this week, the first in its investigation into the Ukraine conflict. Meanwhile, Moscow has repeatedly denied accusations that its forces have committed atrocities during its one-year invasion of Ukraine. Thousands of pregnant Russian women and their partners have been migrating to Argentina since President Vladimir Putin ordered the invasion of Ukraine. Find out why in this Bloomberg report.
We lost all that we could call our home in very fast time, and Argentina was so kind to us.
Alla Prigolovkina and her husband Andrei Ushakov arrived in Argentina in July last year. They're from Russia but decided to leave their country because of the war in Ukraine. Now they have a son, Lev Andres, who was granted Argentine citizenship at birth.
I'm afraid that he can die on this war and I will grow our baby alone.
They're hardly alone. More than 22,000 Russians have entered Argentina since the start of last year. Among them, over 5,000 were pregnant women. Argentina doesn't require visas for Russian tourists, and it automatically grants birthright citizenship to children born in the country. Having an Argentine child also speeds up the process for the parents to obtain residency and, after a couple of years, their own passports. This is an attractive prospect. An Argentine passport gives its holder access to 170 countries. Most Russians arriving in Argentina are well-off professionals, like Maxim Levoshin, who moved to the country with his pregnant wife in December.
I have a special education, like a mathematical and programmer. The government can use my skills for the war, and I do not want to participate in this process.
Argentine immigration officials are worried that some Russians are coming into the country to get citizenship for their children before moving somewhere else. About 60% of Russians who arrived in the country in the last year have already left. But others, like Prigolovkina and Ushakov, are planning to make Argentina their new home.
I hope he will be real Argentinian, not like, to take passport and go somewhere around, no.
James Reid has officially broken his silence on the dating rumors surrounding him and Issa Pressman. On his Instagram stories, James took it upon himself to clear the air and address the rumors once and for all. He said that past rumors about Issa Pressman being the third party in his breakup with Nadine Lustre remains as rumors. The Careless Music founder did say, though, that he is the happiest he's ever been. The issue blew up on Friday after Issa's sister of actress Yasi Pressman posted photos of her and James seemingly holding hands. The two attended Harry Styles' concert in Manila together in what some branded as a soft launch to their relationship. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.